All right, racists. Oh, yes, we're going to talk about him.
Sometimes your own people set you up for a takedown. And it was a concerted effort by government officials to deny your rights as colored and Negroes throughout the Americas and islands. Wake up.
Please support the creator and watch their entire video that covers the reclassification timeline perfectly. I'll link their page in the comments. And now, for the man of the hour, President Barack Obama, the face of change, the man who guaranteed hope and promise. And behind everyone's backs, his administration was the most recent entry that participated in the indigenous erasure of Black Americans, and at the same time attempted to hide the true name origins of Native Americans. They told everyone this bill was necessary to address the use of dicey terms in federal laws, which isn't the government's place to decide how Black Americans should feel about their classifications and their ancestry. If the first people the Spanish colonizers met were dark-skinned and labeled Negro or colored on census records, why erase the verbiage on census records now? He literally said that laws have been written in America with a certain language that we all look at today and cringe, like Oriental and Negro. So he decided to sign a bill to change the racial language in federal laws, but not a law to protect from the actual violence of using the N-word against Black Americans? A weird focal point for a US president, wouldn't you say? Well, while they were creating laws that erases the reclassified terms from federal laws, here's what we were all doing in 2016. In 2016, they had us dancing to Drake's song, One Dance. Hillary was running for president, and the Formation World Tour was happening, and we were all perfectly distracted, myself included. All of this is used to divert everyone's attention, while removing Black Americans' connection to the reclassified term, Negro, which affects the history of census records. It's that paper genocide that is yet to be completed. It's an effort to change laws and vital statistics records to further separate the Aboriginal Black Americans from the land. Need I remind everyone that it's impossible, but it doesn't mean that the stupid people won't stop trying. The Department of Energy Organization Act removes Negro, Puerto Rican, American Indian, Eskimo, Oriental, or Aleut from being used in federal law. But wait, I thought the Native Americans said that they were American Indians. Maybe we were all just making that up too. As early as 2013, they tried to erase the same verbiage and classifications from all vital statistics records in the country. So, no one can say that Black Americans are lying, because it's still happening to this day. The erasure and destiny swap is ongoing. They are repeated efforts of trying to take the identity of one group of people, and it has failed at every step of the way. But it doesn't mean that they'll stop. But now, in this age of truth, we're equipped to catch you colonizers right in the act. And you can now consider yourselves caught, white-handed. The true American Indians are awake now, and there's absolutely nothing the United States Corporation can do about it. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time.
It's your boy Hendo checking Hendo coming to y'all with another video, and today we got Barack Obama. One side fucks with him, one side don't fuck with him. You let me know what y'all think about him in the comments, and I'll give you my opinion when we get back into the video. But like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up, and let's get into it.
I know sometimes it get easier to frown, but don't let the struggle get you down. It get better when you...
That was legitness.
All black things.
I know Obama isn't perfect, but when he was elected in the 2000s and I was a teen, it really inspired hope and change that I could actually be whatever the fuck I wanted to be in America. So seeing over the course of the last 18 years and how everything has changed and transpired, it's like the hope that I have for this country is the lowest it's ever been. And that's why it always rubs me the wrong way when there's black people that be extra critical of Barack Obama, because it's like, did he not inspire you to be a better person at the end of the day? Did seeing a black man become president did not think that you could achieve more in America? And it's like now all of these black leftists or black conservatives, all they do, oh, Obama was one of the worst. He didn't do anything. He didn't do shit. He did the most with what he was able to do, because at the end of the day, unfortunately, nobody ever elects the House and the Senate for a Democratic president to be able to get everything that they need done. So then they get mad at Barack Obama for not getting everything done that he promised or said he would do. And it's like, also, I get it. It sucks. That's the part of the nuance with politics. You want to get everything done, but if you don't give them the proper representation with the House and Senate, they aren't going to be able to get everything done that they want. And I know people love to bring up Barack Obama being a war criminal, but my thing is, what president isn't a war criminal? Being a war criminal as the president is literally part of the job description at this point. So am I making this post to say Barack Obama is perfect and I wish he was back? No, but I will say I do miss Barack Obama and the hope that he brought to America. Because in 2026, I have as little hope as I ever did for America and its future outlook.
Now, I feel like anybody telling you that Obama didn't give us hope is disingenuous, but I do feel like that hope was manufactured by the same people who he's related to. One thing about Obama that's always gotten me is he's related to George Washington. He's related to Abraham Lincoln. He's related to every president that has done all the most racist shit in the world. They're all related by blood that runs back to a king of England, a king in England. You know what I mean? So these people are all birds of a feather, you know what I mean? They might say and pretend like, oh, we're on this side and we're on the Democrat and we're Republican and we care about this and we care about that. But really, it's all the same agenda, if you ask me. And that's really how I feel about it. Like, Obama's a tool used against the black community, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people don't see that. They don't see past the fact that he was black, you know what I mean? The whole race politic thing where it's like, yeah, he was black. And I'm all for it. I'm with it too. If there's a black person running, I'm more likely going to vote for them because they more likely will have my interests in mind. And it's better to have, you know, not the same people over and over. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results is a definition of insanity. So it's insanity to keep electing the same group of people over and over and over and over and over into office and nothing is changing. It's because they don't want nothing to change. But let's get back into the video.
Genuine question. Has anyone noticed that Obama is everywhere? In Virginia, campaigning. I'm now seeing him in Canada, shaking hands with officials there in Canada. Has anyone noticed that he's just not in office, but he appears to be kind of like a little puppet master of some sort? What exactly is he doing? In my entire life, every single time a president leaves office, the only time we see them is like in a magazine when they're like laying somewhere on a beach enjoying retirement. And yet this man is everywhere. It's like every time there's some sort of scandal or like voting, gerrymandering, like, is this a violation of the Logan Act? I mean, he's literally in Canada. Trump is the president. He's in Canada right now, talking to their leaders, their officials. He is not in office. Like, I just had to stop myself and think for a second, like, wait a minute. He is not the president. Why? It's like he's not even, what is he doing exactly? He's supposed to be on retirement, but yet he's out and about just with his hands and everything. Does no one else just find that incredibly odd? Don't you find that suspicious?
We need Barack Obama back in office. We do. How I feel about FDR, how he ran multiple terms, changed the economy, I believe he needs to be back in office. At least 1 or 2 more terms. That's the exception to the rule that I will happily participate in. Because the way that Obama ran the country versus how Trump and his administration is running the country, it's night and day. The contrast is there. Like I said, you might not agree with his policies, but he commanded respect from the entire world. You hear it from his political oppositions, to soldiers, even to some that were racist. Hey, we might not like his policies, but his character always shined. I just watched a whole compilation video of just Barack Obama giving that respect because he treated his presidency as just a title, right? He still put his humanity first. You can see it in a whole bunch of videos. Him standing at a salute, I believe, for, it was like a couple hours for the fallen soldiers. If he forget to salute someone, he'd hurry up, come back, salute them. People passing out, he'd hurry up and go, try to grab them, give them help. It's just the small things like that. Obama was definitely for the people. He was for the people. I didn't really get to analyze his impact as a president because when he was into office, I was like in elementary school, right? If Obama was president when Biden was, and then this administration, he was president, I would have a greater analysis to it. Even back then, when he got elected, it was like the people finally won. That's what it felt like. Even from a elementary schooler perspective, Like, of course, us black people celebrated. It was like we just hit, the lottery, the jackpot, because we finally had someone who looked like us in office. Even though we knew as a community, not me at the time, I was young, but this is going to set us back in the future. And we're just now seeing the consequences of Barack Obama or someone black being in office, because all the hard work that he did, they're just trying to undo it. If Barack Obama never got into office, I guarantee you, America wouldn't be like this. He was the disruptor. He made America feel safe. Like, I didn't worry about my safety as much as I do now. Just from one man being in office. Yeah, he definitely needs to run again. And I believe if he were to run again, he will actually win. That's how bad Trump has destroyed America and is ongoing. To the point where his own supporters, diehard supporters, are leaving him.
And when I see Obama out in the scene doing everything that he's doing, it feels like what they're saying is that he's trying to step back in. And I see a lot of black people that's like, yeah, we need him. Let's step back in. We'll make an exception for him. No. I don't want to make an exception for anybody, because I don't want to make that president, because once we start that, give Obama another term, then where it ends at, give Trump another term, 2 more terms, 3 more terms. You know what I mean? We can't be out here screaming that bullshit, because that's not what we want. 8 years is good enough for a president. A 4-year term is good enough for a president. You know what I mean? We're not trying to have no kings out here. Second thing is, when I see Obama on the circuit and doing things like that, it makes me feel like it's all a ploy. It's like him and Trump are in cahoots. They're all in cahoots together. And one side is acting the fuck out, going crazy. So the other side will be like, oh. So the other side looks better. And we're like, oh, well, Gavin Newsom isn't so bad. He's not as bad as Trump. Then we elect that motherfucker, and he does the exact same shit that Trump was doing, continues the agenda. And we all just blind to it and happy with it because, at least it's a Democrat in office and it's not them fucked up Republicans. Both sides are fucked up. And, as far as Obama, for me, it's fuck him. But you let me know how you feel about him in the comments. Let's keep going.
The way I'm explaining to my kids is that it all started with Obama, right? Like, it all started with Cub. He was the great hope in the black community. You feel me? He was like the Anakin Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? You were the chosen one, Barack. You feel me? But the thing was that he wasn't leftist enough. He wasn't progressive enough. You feel me? And it didn't really do much for us. You know what I'm saying? We can say that we got a black president, but it's like you really didn't set anything in place that was very radical, that was very to the point. And I mean, you gotta play the game, but it's like motherfuckers love Obama. You feel me? People love Obama so much that white racists were saying on his second term that we are voting for the N-word. You hear me? Like, he had the white racists, the white liberals, he had the white, he was going crazy. Even though, you know what I'm saying, he had the war crimes, and he also had people in cages during the immigration laws and everything like that. But hey, he know how to talk well, and he can crack a good joke. You feel me? Plus, he has Kendrick Lamar in his playlist. Hey, we gotta love him, right? So after all that, Republicans noticed that there was a select group of people, right, that hated it still. That it didn't matter how good of a smooth talker this black man was. He was still black. You heard me? So it's like they had these racists and they mobilized them. They took the worst parts of America. I'm talking about the most sexist, racist, xenophobic, transphobic. I'm talking about the most capitalistic, the most fascist caricature. And was like, hey, let's see if this motherfucker become president. And then it worked. And then the health of the Democratic Party did not give a single fuck. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give a single damn. They were looking at Bernie Sanders like he was a bitch. They was like, you old hag, you better get the fuck on. We're having Hillary Clinton go against this man. Hillary Clinton wasn't gonna fucking win. Hillary Clinton has the same fucking charisma as a fucking bag of potato chips, you heard me? So it's like, you know what I'm saying, Trump became president that first 4 terms, and then that first 4 years, and that it went downhill from there, because the Republican Party, they was just trying to get control again, because they was like, yo, Obama went crazy. They was trying to get back control. They was like, yo, we gotta just throw something out the wall. This shit ain't working, gang. We can't have this shit happen again. We had a black man in office. And then they throw a spaghetti at the wall, and now the whole house is on fire. It all started with Obama.
I know y'all ain't gonna like Dr. Umar for what he about to say about black politics. But I want you to listen to him, and listen to him closely, and write it down, and take a picture of it. Roll the clip.
And now every group is more powerful than black folks. That's not Donald Trump's work. That's not Joe Biden's work. That's Barack Obama's work. Before Barack Obama gets elected, you are the priority minority. The government wasn't doing nothing for you, but they had to address your issues. Whether they were for it, whether they were against it, you couldn't ignore black people. Every president until Obama had to make a stand on where they stood regarding the black agenda. Barack Obama changed the game. He was the first president in American history black people asked to do absolutely nothing. When he gets out of office, Trump takes over, and all of a sudden, Al Sharpton, who met with Barack Obama more than any black leader ever met with a president in history. Dr. King didn't meet with Kennedy and Lyndon Baines Johnson as much as Al Sharpton met with Obama, but Al Sharpton didn't deliver a single tangible good to the black community from all those meetings with Obama. Not nothing. And so when Trump gets in office, black people say, well, Donald Trump, you gotta be accountable. And Donald Trump looked at us like we was crazy. You just had a black man in the White House for 8 years. Ain't did shit for none of you. Ain't do a damn thing, and y'all celebrated it.
Ooh, this is what I said, bro. When you talk about Obama as the token, you have to understand that, bro. Trump's presidency is telling us right now that if the Democrats and Obama really wanted to do something for the black community, they would do it. Because Trump has done more in these 2 years he's been in office for his people faster than anybody. So I don't want to hear this talking about, oh, Obama couldn't do this. Obama, nah, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that. Let me know how y'all feel, though.
I used to feel like, Obama can't really do nothing. He's just in the system. The president don't have no real power. They're being run by a puppet. They're just a puppet being run by maybe the military industrial complex or rich billionaires. But at this point, it's like with everything Trump has done, bro, you got me fucked up. Obama could have did something, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. I ain't putting no respect on your name. I used to, but I ain't doing it no more because, nigga, if Trump was able to do all this shit, all these executive orders he's signing and to help the people who he just gave reparations to the J6ers. He just gave reparations to the J6ers. Nigga, you couldn't give us no reparation. You couldn't do nothing while you were in office. That's why I know he was a puppet. That's how I know he's on their team. It's all one team, bro. It's all one team. It's all one team, y'all. That's how we know, because dude is weird. How you couldn't do nothing? You couldn't give us no reparations, couldn't give us no check. You couldn't even put no laws in place to stop the racism and all the bullshit going on. You couldn't do one thing? You helped the gay motherfuckers, though. You helped them out. Hella, all these LGBTQ bathroom rules you put in and all these rules. You did help someone. You gave someone hope. It just wasn't us. And ain't no disrespect to the gay community. I mean, they are oppressed too. They do need some help. But come on, bruh. You were supposed to be the president to get in to help us. But it's been your boy, Hendo. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. Like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up, and let me know what you think in the comments. You on the side of this OBZ or you on the side of us, of the real ones? You know what I mean? Let me know. And why? Let me know why, too. Let's get out of here.